everybody. Have you noticed? I got a haircut today. Also, the reason I'm coming on, for several reasons, I guess it's that time of the year. It looks like someone has taken my Instagram account and they spelt my name all wrong. They left L's off and IE's and all that good stuff. Let me put this down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I don't know if you can see or not. Um, I decided I cut some more cozies out. Someone had wanted a panda panda bear cozy. Well, I cut some out last night, and then I just was so tired I didn't cut any more. So what I'm doing now is taking my, these are the new, I know that white wipes it out. So anyway, so what I'm doing now is matching up the material to each one of the cut out cotton fabric. So anyway, yes, I've been hacked. I was really busy today, so I didn't have time to do some really, I tried to figure out what I could do. I set up a new account under Crafty Floridian instead of Billie Mills. I am trying to, I went on try to get some information how to delete my other account. And boy, they don't make it easy for you. You know, they just don't make it easy for you to figure out all this. So I'm still working on it, and I apologize. I'm not going to apologize because I didn't do it. But yeah, I've been hacked. Why hack me? I haven't used Instagram at all. All of a sudden, I used it 3, 4 times, and somebody just went in and hacked me. How dare them? I can't believe they did that. So anyway, I thought, well, while I was doing this, I'd come on. I got a couple things to tell you. I had a very exciting day, if you want to call it exciting. If you hear the background, that's the TV on. I'm sorry, it's part of my life. The TV's on, and I forgot to turn it off, so I hope you can hear me okay. So anyway, so I go and I get my hair cut. And Stella usually doesn't work on Wednesday, but she came in just for me. And so, excuse me. So I got my hair cut, and then I get in the car, and I started tootling down the road. Now, remember, I haven't been anywhere. I mean, I just don't go. First time today, I decided after my haircut, I got dressed, I had clothes on, you know, pants and all that good stuff. So then I tootled on down the road to go to Walmart, and it's the first time I've been inside my Walmart since I'd say before Christmas of last year. Because the whole year, you know, I go to pick up my groceries, but not inside. And they have redecorated, moved everything around. I couldn't find a damn thing anywhere. I was pissed off because I didn't want to stay very long. I just had to go and get some fabric for the linings, the 100% cotton, and for my bags and stuff, because I wanted to make some wolf bags, but I didn't have the, you know, the fabric that I needed. So on the way, I noticed that a cop, I slowed down. There was you know, the red lights were on, and 2 cops had pulled over a car. So I slowed down, and I was going to move over in the left lane, but there was cars there. I couldn't move over. So I slowed down the same speed as the car beside me. And all of a sudden, the cop car pulls out with the lights blinking. And I'm thinking, now, is that for me? What in the hell did I do? I didn't speed. I wasn't speeding or anything. I slowed down. So he pulled me over. Yeah, I got out. I got stopped by the cops today. But listen to this. So he says, why didn't you, how how did he phrase it? He said something about, why didn't you, I slowed down. He said, why didn't you move over? I said, well, there were cars beside me and I couldn't move down. So I slowed down and I was waiting to find a, you know, to wait to see what he was going to do. He just kept speeding up and passed it, so I couldn't move over. He said, well, can I have I want your registration and your uh, insurance card, registration, and my license. So I give him a license. I can't find my insurance card because I had given it to my sister and I put it in here on the table in the dining room, so I didn't have that. My registration card, there's like 15, there's 11 years of worth of registration cards in my glove compartment, and I just pulled one out and gave him an old one. He says, where's the current one? I said, I have no idea. I said, I just throw them in the glove department. I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't read. I couldn't read the dates on them. I could barely see them with the glasses on. So anyway, he says, okay, he says, if you find, he said, I'll give you time to find your insurance and your registration card. He took my license and he went back to his car. Next thing I know, he comes up beside the car. Now he was on the passenger side. I had to reach over and roll the window down because I don't have automatic windows in my little car. So he threw the license on the seat of the car and he says, this is your lucky lady, this is your lucky day, ma'am. He says, I got a more urgent call. I'm going, oh, okay, thank you. I didn't know what to say. I said, oh, okay, thank you. So he tootled on down the road. And the next guy that had pulled the lady over in front of me, and she was an old lady too. This must have been old lady day. Pull over all the old ladies. So I just, took my time. I think sometimes I would have gotten upset, but if I did something wrong, I did something wrong. You just prove me wrong and we'll move on. So, yeah, so I got pulled over today, but it was my lucky day. He didn't want to have anything to do with me, man. He had more urgent things. So I heard sirens and stuff going down the road, and my gosh. So anyway, so I get to Walmart, had to wait for a wheelie, and then I said, oh God, and I had to keep going around and around because they moved everything till I finally found the fabric. Well, all they have now is the hanging pre-cut stuff, the 1, 2, and 3, and 5. No 5s, just 1, 2, and 3. Did I get a 5? I might have got a 5. No, I think it's 1, 2, and 3. No, there was a 5 because I did pull a couple of those. So I had to get all different colors because I was out of the 100% cotton ones because I want to make more cozies out of the rest of the cutouts that I have, and I'll order some more cutouts. But anyway, so I want to make some more cozies, and I picked up a few things. But anyway, what an interesting day. So on the way home, after I got in my car and everything, then I just took it nice and easy, and then all of a sudden that same sucker was sitting on the side of the road on the right-hand side, and I just passed him casually. All of a sudden he pulls out, and I went, uh-oh, uh-oh. And he puts his lights on, and he made a U-turn and went after a car that had just gone through the light. So I think it went through a red light, and he got him good. So I said, but I don't know if I want to go out anymore. My one day out, my gosh. My one day out going to Walmart, So anyway. So I came home and I got all my fabric straightened out, and I did get some cotton and polyester that I use for lining my bags. So I had to separate the two, and I got that all organized on the floor in my living room, and I'll move those over later. I have to say I've been doing mostly stuff around the house. I haven't made any, cut and made anything. So I got some stuff that I want to cut and start making for the month of December, because the things I had showed you guys are on sale this month, so I wanted to get those little bags made and stuff. Um, let's see. What else was I going to talk to you about? Oh, first of all, let me show you. Let me show you what I started. I decided to make something to go with that blanket if I ever finish it. I haven't got much more to go. Probably about supposed to do 74 rows, I think, and I've got maybe 20 left, so I'm pretty close to finishing that. And so I said, well, I'd like to make a little set to go with it. So I found this, I think it's Singe Anna Baby Cardigan and Hat Set. It's a free pattern, and I found it on Etsy, I believe. I found it on Pinterest, and then it took me to here, and it's a free pattern, and it's a little, see, it's a little hat and a little sweater, and it's for a 0 to 3 months to fit approximately 16-inch chest. And you use baby DK yarn or any DK suitable yarn, and you use a 3 hook. So I started it last night, and I just think it's going to be so cute. Me with all the stitch markers, and I don't have one in my project. But here's the beginning of it, and here's the little armholes already made. It's all done in one piece here, and then the but anyway, this is, you make it from the top down. Let me see if I could show you. See, and it's going to have little buttons. I'll have to get some little buttons. I didn't think about that today. If I could hold this up. And it's, look at, it has the star stitch on it. There's the star stitch right there. And this rim here is made by doing a front post double crochet on the back side, and then it gives you this ridging here, which is what I'm doing right here. It gives you another little ridging. Wait a minute, where did I go? Okay, down here. Here's another little ridge starting here. But it's so cute. I'll probably finish it tonight. It's just the cutest little thing. But I just thought, well, I got to do the sleeves. I forgot. I got to do the sleeves. But I think this ridging here is going to come right up into the sleeve if I read the pattern right. So anyway, so I just think it was so cute. Now the yarn I'm using, this is the DK yarn that I had, anti-peeling DK colors. And this colorway, it's a 3, and it's got 3, it says that is going to only use 140 grams. This is 140 grams. So this whole thing should make that whole project. So I think that's great. But we'll see. We'll see. I was going to tell you the name of the color. The color is Wisteria. Wisteria. But yeah, cute. But the color change was really funny, because I said, God, it's going to be funny because when it changes to the blue, it's going to be screwed up. But look, it worked out just perfect. And now the lighter blue is started here. And then it'll go into the purple. But anyway, so this is so cute, and I decided, and this is the back of it. This is the back. So anyway, I wanted to do something that was simple and something that I could get done eventually. So yes, I started that, and I was working on it earlier. I took a little nap when I got home. So anyway, so that's my little project going, and it so happens that both of those, the blanket and the sweater and stuff, is all done with a G hook. So I just keep that little G hook out. So I'm really excited to get to be able to work on that, and I'll work on the blanket too. It just gets monotonous doing the anyway. But this is fun because they have different stitches going down it. I don't know, and it's little, and it'll be cute, and I hope the baby will love it. Let's see what else. The other thing is, I thought about um, for next year. I wanted to stop doing the hats. I think we've done a good job. We've been doing it for 2 years, almost 2 years now. We've been doing it for the in Kids in Need Foundation, and we've sent hats to Knots of Love. We've sent them to schools. We've sent them all over the place. So I decided that all those hats really, and then it was getting to be too much, and I thought I can't just not do something. So I decided I went on and I did a little research on some charities, and I found this one that I thought maybe that we could do, and I think it would be fun for everybody because everybody loves to do items for charity. So I found an organization. It's called the uh, Friends of Pine Ridge Reservation. It's a reservation out west. Where is it? I can't remember where it is. Isn't this terrible? I'm not up on it. But anyway, I sent them a message and told them that I represented the YouTube, you know, podcaster, crafty crafters, um, and that I was a podcaster, and and that we love to do different charities and donate our our items, our knitted and crocheted items. So I got a response, and the response says, "Hi Billie, thanks so much for reaching out. Perfect timing too. After I finish up with the Christmas drive, I'm going to kick off a baby shower for the Lakota and the Navajo babies and toddlers. So if you'd like to give your members a head up that they could use any and all baby and toddler knitted and crocheted items, that would be great. Hats, booties, sleep bags, blankets of all sizes, like receiving blanket size to crib size, stuffed toys, bibs, sweater sets, and etc. would be really helpful. I can let you know when I start the drive, but if they'd like to get a head start working on baby and toddler things right now, that would be great. So I'm reaching out to you, YouTube, and if you would like to be part of this charity for the Lakota, Lakota and Navajo Reservation, and it's called Friends of Pine Ridge Reservation. If you want to look it up, it's Friends of Pine Ridge Reservation Organization, and I'll put the I'll put the name I'll put the name down here. I did go to a website, I think, so I'll see what I can find and I'll link it. If I don't link it today, I'll link it tomorrow. You know me and links. I'm not really good at that. But anyway, if you would like to make this part of your charity for 2021, that would be great. So they will be kicking this off, I'm sure, by in January. But I thought we would get a head start. So I even bought some more uh, yarn today, just a couple little ombres that I saw that I thought was pretty to make maybe this sweater set for this organization. So this is for a reservation, and it's for babies and toddlers of Lakota and Navajo Indians, the real Indians now, the real American Indians. You know, my father's grandmother, it's not his, it wasn't his mother, it was his father's mother was Cherokee Indian. That's the way it was. My father's, my father's, my father's father's mother was a Cherokee Indian. So, I mean, that's as far as I know. And I got all this information from my cousins, and they actually have a picture that I saw many, many years ago when I was a child of a picture of them standing together, and she was standing there. But the but my cousins have all that all that stuff. So so I haven't seen it as an adult. I was probably in my 20s when I saw that. I was just a child of 20. So anyway, so I thought that would be very, very interesting, and I thought it would be a good charity for us to do or to start. And it probably will only be, it won't probably be a year-long thing. It's just going to be um, when they start the new drive for uh, off. It's called a baby shower for their babies. So I'm sure that's not something that's going to last all year, but I thought we'd get started, and I thought that'd be an interesting, and maybe we'll do a variety. I also found an organization that donates to veterans, and you know, my brother was a Marine. He was in Vietnam, and he was wounded in Vietnam, got the Purple Heart, and I thought it might be a good thing for some of us to do something for the veterans, and I will check more into that. But let's just take one at a time. So this will be fun. This will be something different, and I thought, you know, if you guys really are interested, let me know. You can send everything to me, and then I'll box everything up and mail it to them, and we'll do it as one big thing. Okay? So, yeah, and I'll put some information below on this, and I'll write the name down so you can look it up if you like. I did check to make sure that this was a legitimate, you know, charity, and it was. It was on where I found it was a list of the top 10 charities. So uh, this is one that I thought would be because we like to do little things that maybe not big blankets, but these little, you could do little receiving blankets or crib size blankets, but little hats and booties, little baby stuff. So anyway, I just thought that would be a change, and you know, we all like to do our charity work, and especially when we run out of making stuff for everybody else in our families, right? So anyway, so I hope you all will join me in making some baby stuff. And my address, mailing address, is always in the description. And I will, if you want to do some research on this this reservation, I'd be happy to. I will try to link as much as I can below, but I'll take a little time, and I'll get that all done. So yeah, so I was really excited when I found this. I said, "Geez, it'd be good to to help our Native Americans," and you know, they have some tough times. And when I saw when we were driving across the country and we saw those reservations and stuff, you know, it's like they're, you know, the land is, it's it's so barren to me. It looked barren to me, you know, and so much was taken away from them and stuff. And so I don't know. Okay, so I think that's all I had to say. I just want to let you know I was almost arrested today, taken off to jail by the police. Oh, and because when you see somebody pulled over on the side of the road like that, you in the state of Florida, I guess it is, and he was reciting all this. You're supposed to slow down to 20 miles an hour and move over if move over. I couldn't move over because there was cars on the road. I did slow down to 42, he said. The speed limit is 45 or 55, but I slowed down. It was 55. I slowed down to 42, trying to get some space to move over, and I couldn't. But I should have, you know, I probably should have just, damn it, pulled over and for no reason, just to pull over until he cleared out. But I didn't, and I didn't get a ticket or anything, so it was my lucky day. But I shall be more. They were out here like crazy today. Man, I don't know. I guess they're trying to meet their month quota or something. So anyway, I don't know if I got a ticket. What the ticket would have probably not yielding right away to emergency police. I don't know. I'll have to look it up for sure. Okay, everybody. Trying to think. I will be working some more. I'll work a little bit tonight, and then tomorrow I got some things to answer, some emails and stuff. I've seen them, I've read them, but I haven't answered them yet. I just came into the room, and it's like 8 o'clock, almost 8:30. So tomorrow I'll be back on the uh, wheel again, cutting and paste, that whole bit. So anyway, so I feel good that I got all the stuff that I needed in, and my nose is, oh my gosh, it's stuffing up. I don't know why it does that in this room. I think it's because it was flooded. It's probably got a little mold or mildew somewhere. I can't smell it, but it's when I was out and I came into the hallway, I could smell it, like in the hallway of the building, So who knows? So anyway, so that's my little project, my little baby sweater. Yep, that's my little project, and it's the end of another day. And tomorrow we'll see what it means. I'm not doing the vlogmas or whatever that is that everybody does every day. I'm just going to come in December. Something happens, I'll tell you about it. If it doesn't happen, I won't tell you about it. So it's just nice and quiet. I do want to get down up to my sister's. I haven't done that yet. So I got some stuff for her. So I got to get myself organized. Oh God. Anyway, that's the way it goes. I hope everybody can hear me. This is as loud as it gets, I guess. I'm sorry about the other day, as y'all know. So me and my little chickadee. Let's see. Let's see. Mimi is just she did poop a little bit, but she's got a little poop in there, but not much. Yep, she's been a good girl. She's been a good girl. I have it right here all the time. Okay, I'm going to say goodnight. Have a great day. Have a great week, and I'll see you when I see you. As Deb would say, I'll see you when I see you. So everybody enjoy your Vlogmas and all your little gifts that y'all open every day. It's fun to watch. And maybe next year, somebody will ask me to be their little exchange. Yeah, nobody asked me. That's all right. I'll do it next year. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.